Welcome to Sunfire Oracle. My name is Melinda, and I am here today to do a reading for Gemini. So, I know the subscribers are going to say, you changed the name. Yes, I changed the name. Empress are my initials, right? To my name. And so, when I started out, I just wanted to use it, but let's just say I got insight that I should change it and that name came up. Maybe I'll tell you the story another time. I don't want the video to go too long because YouTube is giving trouble uploading videos past a certain time. So with that being said, welcome. The channel is new but not new. And I thank all the subscribers. I really do. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for exchanging energy with me. That way I could keep the channel going. Please share, like, and subscribe so that your girl has somewhere to come back to, because YouTube will displace me and not show my video to anybody unless you have some interaction. So please, people, interact. Now, I do not solicit. I am not asking for any donations. You don't have to donate a dime to this channel. All you have to do is be present and interact, because this channel was created because tarot cards and oracle cards, helped me heal. It really made me turn a corner to start my healing journey, and so I want to share that with everyone. I picked up cards and they spoke to me, and I was having like vivid dreams afterwards and just crazy things like numbers just coming to me, like angel numbers, and I would look them up and they would coincide with whatever I was going through, and it was just amazing to me, and I want somebody else to have that feeling. So with all that being said, my bad, let's start. So we're reading today. So I pull from the cards and it'll tell me to sign in a particular house, or if it's the south node or north node that I'm reading for. So when I pulled today and I meditated this morning and pulled the card, it was south node, third house, Gemini. And it says, have intellectual honesty. You have incredible mental activity and have experienced prior lives using your wit, intelligence, and communication skills to survive. You are hard to pin down because your mind and body are in perpetual motion. Your life challenge is to allow your inner being to intuitively to help you comprehend this information in an integrated, holistic manner so you can develop and maintain a more consistent and honest point of view in alignment and with universal principles. So it seems like Gemini, whatever Gemini I'm reading for, because not all Geminis are in their south node, right? But it can also work for all Geminis. So whatever resonates, please take it with you. But it's saying that the particular Geminis that I'm reading for, you need to have an intellectual and honest conversation maybe, or you need to live your life this way moving forward. We'll see what the cards expand and say, but so far that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like you're holding back. You're holding back something. And it doesn't have to mean that you're lying. It could just mean that whatever the situation, you just don't feel that the honesty is going to help right now. So you rather just not say anything at all, or tell them what they want to hear. It's funny. I'm going to tell you a story about that. I had just met my boss and we were having a conversation, and I don't even know how it came out. Well, my former boss. And I don't know how it came out, but what came out was, in the conversation was, I said, when you tell people what they want, if you want peace, you tell people what they want to hear, because that's what people want to hear, right? What they want to hear. Not necessarily the truth. But if you love that person and you truly like fucks with them, you're gonna tell them the truth. So maybe you're not telling someone the full truth, you're sugarcoating it, and maybe you shouldn't, Gemini. So what I pulled for you was Uranus in the 8th house, Scorpio, I desire. So maybe there's a Scorpio in your energy that you have past life memories with, but the card is past life memories of abandonment. So maybe you have a Scorpio in your life that abandoned you. It could be a relationship, it could be a parent, it could be a grandparent, it could be anyone that you were close to. You have past life memories of abandonment, and it's causing internal insecurity, and it caused you to set poor boundaries, right? You sometimes seek stability through others. You've been betrayed. So, you know, you've been through some things, and I feel like that manifested in you building up a wall, but not in the way that you would think. I'm sorry. They are so loud. Not in the way that you would think. I think you built up a wall kind of dishonesty. Instead of being real, you're like, let me outthink the situation and just play it the way I need to benefit me, instead of just being, you know, upfront and honest. The card also says, and it can resonate for anyone, it also says accepts abuse, eccentric sex, multiple transformations. So, oh, let me read the rest. So it says your psychoanalysis skills can uncover betrayal, but the secret to feeling safe is in developing internal security within yourself instead of reaching outside for stability. So maybe that ties in later, or it helps someone right now. And then you have rules the roost, which is Mars in a 4th house, Cancer, I feel. So maybe you have a Cancer in your energy. So this Cancer is described, well, this card is described as rules the roost. So it describes a person as empathetic, domestic, fiercely protective. You can have tension at home, internalized conflict, highly intellectual, emotionally strong, passive aggressive, hates manipulation. So emotional strength, I'm just gonna wait till they drive by. Okay. Emotional strength helps you fight for what you want, but you are torn between your desire for independence and need for emotional security. So with that being said, I feel like because of past life memories of abandonment, we may create relationships under the wrong pretense. Not the wrong pretense, not like you're trying to go in and manipulate anyone, but subconsciously you go into the relationship needing emotional security, kind of, or maybe because of the abandonment, you kind of navigate not in the healthiest way, I want to say, Gemini. And please, if this is not you, it could also be someone in your energy. And don't take it the wrong way. I don't judge. I'm not judging anyone. Trust me, I am in no place to judge anyone. So, and I won't, because who the fuck am I, right? So let's pull. I'm going to pull from the energy deck just to see where this ties in, because you have honesty. Well, you have intellectual honesty, past life memories of abandonment, and rules the roost. Sometimes people want to take extra control when they feel that they don't have a certain amount of control in their life. So like, you ever, and I hope no one, okay, you know, I'm just gonna say it, fuck it. So I've worked with bosses where they had zero control at home. So when they come to work, they just exert all this extra energy that's not needed, because they just feel like they need to control something. I'm not saying this is you, Gemini, but what I'm saying is sometimes when you have issues with abandonment and you come across someone that you care for, you might hold on tighter to the point of suffocation, if you get what I'm trying to say. So it's like, it's a Looney Tunes character. She used to love pets, love animals, and she would damn near choke the life out out of them hugging them so hard, like they couldn't wait to get away from her, but she just loved them. On second thought, she was kind of evil too, but yeah. The point that was trying to be made was that she loved them so much, she hurt them. So maybe rules the roost is you just being fiercely protective over something that you don't need to be. Let's see what energy comes out for Gemini. What energy? Yin yang. Okay. Let's move Gemini up there. Let's move the yin yang twins right there. Let's see what else comes out. So yin yang is about balance. So maybe you need to balance your emotions. Balance that little control thing that you have going on. You have contract in reverse. So like yin yang and contract in reverse. Maybe that is, hold on, all tied up. Okay. And that came out straight. So let's see what's going on. And I read from the book because sometimes it gives a message that resonates, and I will never get tired of saying that. So passive, active, intuitive, logically. Yin yang. This card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cyclical energy moving into and out of your experience. In its upright positive position, it heralds a yin cycle, where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is a time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for completion, so wrap it up. So wrap things up. Yin cycle often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective. So open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. Yeah, so it's time to stop. It's time to release the reins, is what I want to say, and gather that balance. You could dress the part, but you need to be the part, is what I'm saying. And you have to let go of whatever is holding you back. I don't want to say trauma because it doesn't have to be trauma, but it's some type of memory, it's some type of abandonment that is fueling you to react this way. You don't have to have control of the people in your life in order to love them or for them to love you. You don't have to have control and know everything in order for the situation to go in a positive direction. You have to balance that out, because that's what it's highlighting. So that's some type of issue. And this is what these readings are about. It's about what is Spirit highlighting right now for me to pay attention to. And being though it started out with Gemini in the South Node, that means you're going in a direction that's not the most light, the most positive, right? And in order to go towards the north, in order to go towards the North Node, you might have to have the intellectual, honest conversation, or stop using so many mental games, because you're trying to stay a step ahead of everyone in your life because of this past life abandonment. And that's not how it goes. It's free will. So with the contract in reverse, what I'm thinking before I even go in to get the tidbits is that contract in reverse, I just picture it being ripped up because it's not going the way that you wanted it to go. So now the contract in reverse reads, the contract card reverse indicates the ending of a previous connection or where a future commitment is concerned. It could bring warnings of delays and perhaps even possible disappointment. The sale of a house could fall through, the job offer might not come when expected, or romantic union may be stalled. Don't give up hope. However, this delay may provide some purpose or protection for you, and something even better could be on its way. This card reverse cautions you not to become desperate. And let me pause right there for a minute. Desperate energy attracts nothing. Desperate energy repels. You want to attract, right? You don't want to chase, okay? So you're needy, urgent, and when you're trying to grab, when you're trying to grab control of a situation, of a person, of the direction a relationship is going in, this could be friendship, this could be co-workers, this could be love, because I didn't pull out tarot cards yet, so I have no way of telling. But whatever it is, you can't control it, and that's why this contract is probably coming up, because it's gonna, I just see a paper getting ripped up, like the contract is over, because you're overstepping some type of boundaries. Okay, so your needy, urgent energy could actually postpone the desired outcome even more. Exactly. Continue taking action even if it's in another direction. And your patient resolve will pay off. If the breakup of a relationship is involved, always remember that you deserve to be honored. Open your heart and your life to the person who is willing to be fully present and loving. That person is waiting to commit to your own self-honoring heart. So release the reins, baby. Let the cards fly. Let them land where they're supposed to land. And all tied up is lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. And maybe that's another reason why this contract is getting ripped up, because, and it could be you, Gemini, or you could be the one being controlled, and you have to have this honest conversation. It could be the shoes on the other foot. Remember, this is general, so it could be you or someone in your energy. It could be a place where someone is trying to control you, and you have come to the point where you want to discontinue ripping up the contract. So all tied up is lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. Maybe they stifled you. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrists, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward, or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may feel quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. I mean, who the hell really? I don't think we cut. Oh my God. Hello? Oh, low battery. Hold on, let me plug it in. Lord have mercy. I thought the video stopped. I was gonna cry. Okay. You better, baby. Yes. So, this energy is more suffocating to you. So I feel like this is you it's getting done to. I think someone is trying to actively control the outcome of your situation, and it requires balance from you to get this on the right road. Meaning, you have to have that honest conversation like, I feel, or when this happens, I feel. Like you have to start out somewhere and really make your feelings known. No one's gonna read your mind, Gemini. You have to let this person know that ultimately they're stifling you. And it's probably reminding you of past life memories of abandonment. Maybe you spoke up in a past relationship. And this could be a parent, this could be a sibling, this could be cousins, any type of family, it could be friends, it could be a relationship. Whatever you spoke up on before in the past did not produce an outcome, did not give you an outcome that you were comfortable with. And so it's like you got burnt by the iron and you never want to do it again, but you've learned to mentally play games with people to get what you want. Meaning you're not going to exactly tell them how you feel about a situation, but I don't think you're being sneaky. I think you are more passive aggressive with what you need. And if this is not you, Gemini, it's just somebody in your energy that's doing it to you. I think that it needs to be an open, honest conversation about the way someone feels. And the first card out was 8 of Cups. So you know 8 of Cups is leaving it behind. And this is the Goddess Afro Tarot Arcana, which I love. And it has extra cards, and it has like a slight twist on the meanings. So I like reading them. But Eight of Cups is just leaving it behind for something better. But let me see 1 second. Okay. So even with what you have, sometimes it's still not enough. The goddess of the Eight of Cups is seeking happiness of a certain caliber. Guided by her intuition and the dim lights of the moon, she has turned her back on what she had so she can search for what is missing. The resistance of the desert sand provides a rough journey. However, she regretfully takes it anyway. For this brave goddess has faith that she will, and it could be a goddess or a god, okay, that she will find, because it's no gender in tarot, be much better than what she left behind in this barren place. So you could be a guy that's leaving. This, a lot of contract is ripped up. So maybe it is you felt all tied up, you ripped up the contract and you're walking away. This represents a place of no growth for you anymore. So you feel like it's lacking and it's kind of disheartening to you, and you just mustered up all your strength and you're in search for new happiness. And I see nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what you should do. And then you have Eight of Swords. Wow. You know, Eight of Swords is like self-imposed, because swords is thoughts. So Eight of Swords is like self-imposed worry. Yeah. Yeah, your thoughts is like, although you're walking away to seek happiness, you're still a prisoner of your thoughts. I guess that's why you need that yin yang, that balance. You have to replace those negative thoughts, Gemini, with something positive. This is an exercise that has helped me, and I might seem crazy sometimes, but it works, and I promise you it will work for you too. Whenever I get a negative thought in my mind, anything to try to knock my confidence or bring up an insecurity, I double down with what I've already accomplished or who I am, or I just state a fact that'll dismiss that thought, and then it goes away. Because if you wake up every day knowing that you're doing your best and you're not causing anybody any harm, why are you just, and you're not, and of course, self-imposed thoughts is just things that you shouldn't be worried about. And you're just self-inflicting. And then you have the High Priestess, which is great. I love that for you. So the High Priestess is all about intuition, right? She's the second card in the major arcana. And excuse me. She represents duality. So this is the feminine and the divine feminine, while drawing attention to one's inner wisdom. So this is just about intuition. The answer lies within you. So whatever you're all tied up about, or whatever you are contemplating, you need to sit still and figure out what it is that you truly desire. That's basically what it is. What does your soul truly desire? What do you want? I think I'm going to pull the cards where they ask the questions that you should ask yourself, just for clarity and to help you on a healing journey. I'm going to find those cards and I'm going to pull those next. It just jumped in my brain. Sorry. So, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find something really quick. So yes, in this card, I told you the cards have slightly different meanings, or like the illustration, it really falls heavy on the illustration, right? So it's not the traditional tarot. So with this one, with the High Priestess, it's saying here you must say she must see beyond the veil. The blue sky is clear as part of the truth is seen. However, it is beyond the veil that this goddess or God has her or his eyes set on. He or she must know to make use of the knowledge he or she sits perched upon as well. Well, High Priestess is feminine, so you could be in your feminine energy, but I'm just reading it as if I'm reading for a male or female Gemini. She must make use of her knowledge she sits perched upon, as well as the infinite wisdom represented by the Torah in her hand, that shall guide her to those hidden truths. So maybe you're putting yourself in this self-imposed because you're doing a deep dive within yourself to find out why certain things happen, why certain things trigger you. And I think now, I hope that helped you with the past life memories of abandonment, because I think abandonment has a lot to do with it. In the Eight of Cups, she kind of looked like she's abandoning her past to move towards her happiness. So, yeah. Are you worried about moving forward? Is that why you have these self? So let's see. Let's expand on these 3 cards. So you have the Eight of Cups, you have the Eight of Swords, and you have the High Priestess. Really quick, I want to look something up for you. If this book has it, if it doesn't, I will just keep going. No, it does not have it. If I find another one. Second. Okay, never mind. So, let's see. Gemini. What's this Eight of Cups? What are you walking away from? And does it have something to do with this Eight of Swords? Okay. You're walking away from the God of Cups? Or are you in this energy while you walk away? So you know the God of Cups is technically the King of Cups in traditional tarot, which represents a man that uses his heart. You know, oh, what else? And then you have Temperance. Yeah, which is another card of balance. So let me see something. Let's see what's going on with my Gemini. Let's see what's going on with my Geminis. So yeah, which is good because the God of Cups is balancing emotions and compassion. You know, he's the one that has mastery over his emotions, his creativity, his unconscious, you know, his unconscious thoughts. He has mastery over it, this God of Cups. So being in control of your feelings allows you to be level-headed. And I think that's what you need Temperance with, which is Temperance is balance. So you need Temperance in order to master your emotions. But let's see if Temperance has anything for you. So Temperance represents the pause in between, be it from night to day or even life to death. The Temperance card signifies that the spectrum shall always have 2 ends, and in a needed, predestined system of harmonious balance. This meditative card is ultimately about the awareness of that space just beyond death, where transformation is truly possible and where the actions of letting go and gaining collide. Yeah, this angelic winged goddess sits perched upon a solitary space with 1 foot in the water, indicates her need to rest. Wait, this indicates her need to first test the waters before jumping into unknown circumstances. She is learning to bring about patience, balance, and moderation in her life. So this God of Cups, God of Cups represent mastering your emotions, the perfect balance, right? Being level-headed, not going one extreme or the next. Temperance represents balance. So you walked away to gain balance, Gemini, which is good. At least you can recognize and see that something was out of balance and that you needed to fix the situation. So what has you? Why are you in the Eight of Swords? Can you tell me about this Eight of Swords, Spirit? Listen, I couldn't even make it up if I wanted to. Look what you got. Look at this. 3 cards came out. 3. It was the Tower, the Devil, and the Moon. So we all know the devil represents addictions, things that have you in a chokehold that shouldn't. 7 deadly sins. The devil represents a lot. The Tower is something drastic happening to put you in the right path. And then the Moon is illusions, right? I feel like a Tower happened, Gemini, whether it was minor or major, and it changed your direction. That's why you went along with this 8 of Cups. I think a Tower happened to provoke this moving on, because for some reason I feel like it was forced. It was something divine that came in and made you move on with this 8 of Cups, Temperance, and God of Cups. I feel like Spirit came in to give you a helping hand, because otherwise you would have never walked away towards true happiness. You were in this 8 of Swords. A Tower caused you to now feel this, it's like self-imposed, it's like insecurities, it's fear, it's everything you're doing to yourself because of this Tower. It's like falling off a horse and then you never want to get back on again, and you're just having nightmares about that shit. And the devil, well, we know what that represents, and the Moon is illusions. So I'm not sure. Let me just see something really quick. And bear with the sister, okay? And I truly feel like you should grab some tarot cards or some oracle cards, whichever ones, or both, and truly, truly read for yourself. It takes time to learn, but doing it for yourself, you learn at your own pace. You have your own meanings. It's a little clearer. It's geared towards only you. This is a general reading for Gemini. So the first 3 cards could have resonated with you, and then the last 5. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not going to be everything. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're not in the 8 of Swords energy, if you didn't recently have a Tower, if you don't have an issue with anything controlling you, addictions, whether it's your mind, because I really feel like the devil is your thoughts. I feel like you're the devil to yourself, and this Tower caused it. And the devil comes in to teach anyway, right? So the Tower comes in to course correct. The devil comes in to teach you harsh lessons. And the Moon is illusions. It's like, let me just jump back. So the devil can represent anything: lust, envy, sloth, greed, gluttony, wrath, pride, right? It could be drugs. It could be alcohol. It could be gambling. It could be overindulgence in physical pleasure. It could be anything. It's going to be different for every Gemini, or the person in your energy, which could be one of these, which is a Scorpio or a Cancer, a water sign, or it could be anyone else. It's just people that's embodying that right now, okay? Or cause those feelings, to cause this Tower, to put you in this 8 of Swords, right? So once you acknowledge the domination of the devil spirit in your life, you can break it. You have to acknowledge, though, that it's like you're taking your first step as an addict. You have to first say that you're a fucking addict. You have to first say that something is wrong in order to correct the problem. That's how this thing goes. That's how it works, boo. If you don't acknowledge it, you can't fix it. If you don't, it was a saying. Damn it. And it was one of the Braxtons, I think, said it. And I know in recent events, you see what happened with Trina, and rest in peace, Gabe. If you watch the Braxtons, how the niece came out and said something happened sexual, or not sexually, but Gabe was overstepping his boundaries or being a little pedophilic towards the niece. And I don't know, I don't have the story correct, because you know you can't believe everything online, but either Trina didn't believe her or supported her at first and then treated her differently later. And I just feel like what's hidden can't be healed. That was the saying. What's hidden can't be healed. So Trina acknowledged it, but maybe she didn't handle it the way other people thought she should, but I don't think she should be condemned for that, right? Because this is something that she didn't do or ask for, and she had to deal with it too. So you have to give grace to people when things happen to them out of their control that they now have to deal with. Like for Gemini's reading this past abandonment issue, you didn't ask for any abandonment, or the person in your life didn't ask you to abandon them. But I'm sure it's deeper than these cards. And no one can really understand why someone did something unless they sit down and have this honest conversation, right? It all tied right back in. So anyway, I'm sorry. The moon is dedicated to like strength and unconscious and the release of fear, release of confusion. It's kind of like asking you to walk in confidence, get out of this Eight of Swords, and have faith. The path is not clear, but this tower is pushing you in that path because they're clearing it for you. It's kind of like, you see how the water is parting on a moon card? The moon is dimly lighting your path. Spirit is holding your hand, probably holding 2 fingers, just trying to gently nudge you where you need to go and to get out of these Eight of Swords. And all you have to do is boom, 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 become this high priestess. Tune into your inner self. Listen to Spirit. And let's see what else Spirit has for you. So what about this high priestess? Okay. 4 of Cups. So 4 of Cups is like bored. You see this hand like unbothered. This hand is giving you something. Spirit is trying to hand you something. Spirit is trying to show you the way. Like this moon card. Spirit is trying to get you to drink from this cup, and you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll figure it out. And High Priestess represents tied into this card that, no, yeah, you need to figure it out, but within. So I like that you're sitting in this position, because it's like a meditative position where you're trying to center self. But look, Spirit is trying to help you, and you're not accepting it. Then you have Daughter of Cups, and you have 9 of Wands. So we know, well, Daughter of Cups is the, I was about to say princess, but no, it's the, and I can't say that because I was going to say it's like the page, but it's not. So we have to read it because it's something different, but it's kind of the same. So Daughter of Cups is your possibilities are endless. Once you go within, all these unexpected opportunities are just going to flood. And you're going to be excited and intrigued. You have to center yourself so you can start being excited about life again and what's to come. I think that you live the cycle to where you just kind of expect shit to go wrong. That's why you try to control it. Back to the beginning. That's why you try to have a control on the situation, because you want to make sure that you're going to have a soft landing. Let me put it that way. That's what you're trying to control. But that's not how life works. You take this path and you take the bumps in the road that go, and bumps and bruises that go with it, because at the end or on your way, you're picking up gems and you're on your way to your abundance. And this is what it's all about. It's a marathon, right? Right. So you're going to have creative opportunities unfold, and you need to embrace them. It's going to be unexpected again, but I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Once you put down this negative self-talk, you're going to be shocked. Try that exercise that I told you. Really replace a negative thought with a positive one, and watch how your life flourishes. I promise. Or even watch how your anxiety melts away. That's the best thing. That's probably a step that you're missing. Balance. That's all that's in this reading. Yin yang, balance. Temperance, balance. God of Cups balances his emotions with his logic. You understand? It's like you're balancing, meditating when Spirit is trying to offer you a cup. Daughter of Cups, balance, so you can get it. High Priestess, intuition. These are all the things that balance, 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 balance. Go within your intuition. You have to depend on it. You have to pray for discernment. You have to, because it seems like you're not trusting yourselves. Get out of this Eight of Swords. Anyway, I'm sorry, my eyes just keep darting to it. Nine of Wands is your final defense, which is great. So now you're done. You're putting up protection around yourself. You know what you need to do. You're in High Priestess mode and you're defending that shit to the end. You're not playing any games. You know what you want and you know where it's going. So this whole read could have been telling the story of what happens. And then now we're finally at where you're currently at, where you're defending who you are. And I just want to read this Four of Cups really quick. Give me 1 second, because my eyes keep being drawn to her meditation. So, well, yeah, that's what I kind of thought. So at least you know that with the Four of Cups, whenever you finish going within and meditating, those offers are there. That's why that Daughter of Cups is there. You see the cup they're handing you, and then the one she's holding has the fish in it. So you're going to take the cup. You're going to take the opportunity, and then you're going to defend that shit. So you go High Priestess. So this right here is the highlight, right? You did all of this work to get to High Priestess, where now you're balanced. You trust your intuition. You know what you're doing. You're meditating with this Four of Cups. You have offers there. You're not taking any because you know you can take your time and really decide what you want. And it's always going to be there. See this fish coming out of the Daughter of Cups? That's for you. It's not going anywhere. No one can take it from you. As soon as you get your shit together, it's yours. Nine of Wands, and you're going to defend it. Now all you need to do is pray for wisdom to keep it. Right? You went through the ringer. You know what you're doing. Pray for wisdom to keep what you want now. And let's pull from the timing deck and see when you're going to come out of meditation and take a cup. When will Gemini come out of meditation and take this cup? When will she be ready, or he be ready for this cup? Oh, up in the air. So yeah. So since it's up in the air, Gemini, I think that you have more work to do, and that's fine, because like I said, that cup is sitting there waiting for you. Whenever you come out of your decision-making stage, whenever you decided what is best for you and what road you're going to take or what opportunity you want to take, because you already left for your happiness, so you know what you're doing. You know that whatever you left behind, this ripped up contract, feeling all tied up, that shit is over. And your Eight of Swords, that's over. That fear and self-doubt, that's over. So now you're in High Priestess, and maybe you just got to this stage because let me tell you, you're going to have a great opportunity come. It could be 4 opportunities coming, and you have to choose one. And the time frame is up in the air, and you're going to defend that shit to the bitter end. And I'm excited. That's good. That means you took a long journey. A long journey, and you're about to get to your happiness. I love that for you, Gemini. Love you. I'll see you next time.